Yep. I need to see if why is the light coming like this? 1 second. Filters, chroma key. Yeah, far better. Nope. Mm, yeah, this is better. Hello, how was the trip? Yeah, it was good, bro. It was good. It was good. The thing is, right, you go to these places for the vibes, like honestly. Uh, okay. So these places, Sikkim and etc. that you go, you, you know what though? I thought about making a vlog out of this. I thought about doing something like taking all the footage and just compiling
Doing
it
something
together,
like taking all the footage and just compiling
doing
it
something
together,
like and just compiling it all together and then making a blog video out of it. But then I realized that I can't even show most of the places there because it is streamed this late. Yep, why not? Uh, the question should be why not this late? So yeah, I thought about making a blog out of that, but then I realized that I can't even show half the things because it says photography is strictly prohibited. So I can't show you anything behind the screens now, can I? Replacing people with AI is not going well. Yeah, I have seen that cold fusion video. Alibaba is going all in on Quen. Let's watch this one.
$2 billion three-phase roadmap. Last week, the worst nightmare of the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
1 second. Yeah, my desktop audio is turned on. By the way, this camera quality really sucks. I realize that. And the part of the reason why it has to be this way is because this phone's display has completely died. Completely. So I don't even know what I'm tapping on. Like this phone's display is gone. Like completely gone. It is turned on for some reason. Hey Shivam Shah. But I don't know what I'm doing with it. Like just keep it turned off and just I'm just going to retire this phone now. No point in keeping it around. What do you think about Zoho Wave in India? I think it's very, I think it's good. I think it's high time that we did something, and especially that RTI Messenger. Yeah, this Messenger, I haven't installed it just yet, and I'll tell you why. It's because nobody in my contacts has downloaded this. But I'm very happy to see their growth rate. It has been like 5 million downloads at this point. Is there a hot topic for this stream? Hot topic, I thought about doing this like on Twitter. If I just search Netflix day in the life, then there is a video that I want to react to. Um, Come on up. Netflix day in the life. There is a video here that I want to. Actually, let's face it, Primeagen reacted to it. Um, Day in the life, software engineer. Wasn't there a woman that anyway, I don't think I can find that. There's a problem. Primeagen reacted. Yep. I also wanted to react to that because I had some insights I could say. But anyway, this Aratai Messenger, I'm really happy about this. That finally we are talking about at least doing something for India. One star rating, 82,000 reviews. Damn, that's crazy. Name could be much better. I think they should really. I'm not I'm not a huge fan of the name Aratai. I don't know what it means. Aratai? I don't know what it means. But take the word messenger out. Take it out. The video. Anyway, so let's watch this video. And more thoughts about Zoho is they should really take the name Zoho out of everything. Look, you can make the argument that Google has the same thing, Google Docs, Google Sheets, but then they have Gmail, they have YouTube, they have Play Store, they have other things that Google has. I can only think of Google Docs and Google Sheets that predate, that has the prefix Google. But Zoho products, I think all of them have the prefix Zoho in them. And I don't think that's a good move. What it does for the customer, it keeps them confused. So RTI Messenger, they should get rid of the word messenger from the name, and other things like Zoho Mail, right here, Zoho Meeting, then Zoho Scanner, Zoho Sheet, Zoho Notebook, Zoho Calendar, Zoho Books. Like, remove the name Zoho from these things. Keep it something else. Keep it something else. That's what I think of RTI now, right now. Otherwise, when it comes to functionality, I don't think RTI is bringing anything new on the table. It's just the same app, but it's good that at least India has an alternative. Yeah. So let's continue with this video. Google का advertise Delhi abhi abhi. What?
Last week, the worst nightmare of the four horsemen of the apocalypse came true. Alibaba became a frontier AI lab with announcements made during their Apsara conference, which, if you've never heard of, is like the Super Bowl for shape-rotating
Apsara conference. Okay.
ASPI comrades, with the announcement of a $52 billion
After hiking AI budget past 50 billion. Google का advertisement Delhi अभी अभी देखा. Oh, what is about Delhi advertisement of Google? Can you tell me which platform do I find it? YouTube or Twitter or what is it?
three-phase roadmap, they've made one thing clear. They read the comments. Oh, and they're all in on the great race to artificial superintelligence. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at that roadmap, break down all
Yes, Nova, I know OpenAI is valued at 500 billion. Who cares, man? Like, really? Who cares? It's just that AI bros are pumping their fists in the air right now.
all of the new models they released, and show how their ultimate plan is to become the Android of the AI era. It is October 3rd, 2025, and I hope you're ready to learn Chinese. As a teenage boy, I learned that the best things in life come in threes, and that's why I was revved up when I heard Alibaba announce their three-phase roadmap to ASI. Phase 1 is Emergence of Intelligence, where AI achieves generalized understanding by learning vast amounts of human knowledge. This is where we were a few years ago. Phase 2 is autonomous action, where AI can learn to use the languages and tools humans do in order to offer some assistance. This is where we are today. And Phase 3 is self-iteration, where AI can connect to the
Self-iteration, huh? I wonder how many decades it will take us to get there. Yeah. देखा का दिल्ली ऑटो करेक्ट हो गया. गूगल का एडवर्टाइज देखा अभी अभी. ओह, आपको भी 3 AM डिप्रेशन हो रहा क्या सिड ब्रो? I wouldn't say it's a 3 AM depression. It's more like I was out on a trip for the last 6 days. So yesterday midnight I was back here. So then tonight I'm like, why not do a stream? So yeah, that's why I'm here. So maybe I'll stream for like an hour and a half, and then I'll go to sleep. But no, I'm not depressed or anything. Tomorrow morning also I'm hoping to stream, and I'll put out some tutorials now. I'm thinking of integrating a little bit tutorials into my content like I used to. मेरे कॉलेज में वाइब कोडिंग का गेस्ट सेशंस हो रहे हैं. I mean, best of luck for your vibe coding sessions. I really hope that you make it through. Anytime you hear the word workshop or seminar in your college, just turn around and run the other way. It's no use doing workshops and seminars in your college.
the physical world and learn on its own. This is where we either all die or live in a gluttonous utopia, and Alibaba thinks we'll be there by 2032. I have my doubts, but they're shipping like they're addicted to creatine.
I don't understand the obsession with AI travel. Like, what is with AI and travel? People don't have jobs. The economy is in the shitter right now. So I don't understand why everybody has to design a travel planner or booker or whatever. Who the fuck is traveling? I mean, I just did, but people in general, they are not. Personal AI travel designer. Oh, go fuck yourself. Qwen 3 Live Translate Flash, Qwen 3 Coder, Qwen 3 VL 235B, 22B, Qwen 3 Max. The Qwen team is crazy. Yeah, it is so crazy that I don't even know what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things on this list are. Qwen 3 Guard and Qwen 3 Max. What the fuck is the difference between these two? I don't know. I can't even tell from the name. So who's gonna remember all of this, that Qwen did this? It will be like, oh, remember that thing that Qwen did? Can't remember. It will be like that. I mean, just for the sake of arranging and even and that experience we can do, no? Siddesh, I really don't understand what you're saying. Can you? Oh, I mean, just for the sake of arranging an event and that experience we can do, no? I mean, if you're the organizer of that event, sure. But if some company comes to your college and says that we are gonna hold a workshop for you, don't waste your time. It's just a trash. I was wondering, itni raat ko stream lol. Yeah, wow, late night stream. Yeah, sure, why not? I was in Smart India Hackathon, and the amount of generated landing page made me believe that hackathon is just prompting, not actual coding. Hackathons are a thing of the past, bro. It doesn't hold any credibility anymore, I can say.
Laced with Adderall, so it might come true. Their biggest release of the conference was Qwen 3 Max. The base model has over 1 trillion parameters.
Who cares about 1 trillion parameters? Like this parameters thing is back in the conversation now. Remember this used to happen back in 2023 or something like that, 2023, 2024-ish, that people used to talk about, oh, it has 1 billion parameters, it has 100 billion parameters, it has 500 billion parameters, and then it just disappeared, that conversation, that talking point, and now it is back with 1 trillion parameters. Who cares anymore?
And was pre-trained on 36 trillion.
Attendance was linked to it. Oh, this is how you create the lock-in, isn't it? Okay.
Tokens using its mixture of experts architecture. I know every time I mention a benchmark, an intern in the Tenderloin gets mugged, but for being a non-thinking model, Qwen 3 Max Instruct scores pretty well on the standard benchmarks, and there's a reasoning variant that's currently being trained that does as well. And the most impressive release of the week may be Qwen 3 VL. Their vision language model designed to process and understand visual input like images and videos, and it currently sits at the top of this new awesome benchmark, Clockbench.
How long will it sit on the top position for? It's just my question. How long would it take? If I just drop everything and start learning Qwen, whatever this model is supposed to do, how long do you think it will take before I have to be like, okay, we are dumping Qwen and we are jumping on to the next thing? Because you just know that within 3 days or within a week, something else is going to pop up, and then everything will become redundant, and then you will have to be like, oh, I guess I'm again learning how to use this tool now. This is why like AI industry has no future, in my opinion. We can forget about previous tools, just like we forget about previous versions of frameworks or any package versions or whatever. But there is something called, a weight calculation. You have to let people be habituated to a tool before you introduce the next version, and then you ask them to jump. It's like there are 6 to 7 companies constantly innovating on AI, constantly throwing their products into our mouths. Now China has jumped in. It's like Anthropic, Perplexity, Google Gemini, Claude, OpenAI, DeepSeek, Cognition Labs. Like, these are the companies I can think of right off the top of my head. Now China has jumped in with Qwen models. AI bubble is bubbling. Yeah. Hey Utkarsh, bro, change the title to 4th October. Oh, no, actually, I wanted to name Friday Midnight Stream because we started in 23:59. That was the scheduled time. So you can see here, scheduled for 3 October 23:59. This is why I did 3rd October. I just remember there was an AI model called DeepSeek that China released, and there was so much hype around it, and I was like, never existed. Crazy. Do you know what though? DeepSeek is still part of the conversation sometimes. And do you remember one more tool called Manus? Manus AI? Where did it go? What happened to it? YouTubers covered the video for like 2 days and then forgot. That's how it is. That's how it is.
It turns out, just like Gen Z, current frontier models struggle with reading an analog clock, but Qwen 3VL is now the tallest dwarf with 39% accuracy, and it gets bonus points for being as powerful as it is while being open source and open weight. And if vision and language aren't enough, they also released Qwen 3 Omni, their multimodal model, which can see, hear, read, and talk. And that means it's now possible to create high-quality AI girlfriends that are free and open source.
You know what that means, right? It means more investor money. And apparently that has resulted in investor money. That is why they have raised $50 billion. Devin AI too. Yeah, Cognition Labs. I said that. Cognition Labs is the creator of Devin.
But before you go and do something foolish like that, you need to
When was the last time you didn't hear the word AI in a single day? Actually, that day hasn't happened for me since the last 4 years, I would say. I started hearing about GPT, which is the transformer, around October of 2021. October of 2021, I started to hear about it because I was working with an agency, and that agency was telling us that, hey, there's this new technology on the horizon. It's called a GPT transformer or something like that. So you may want to look into it for your plagiarism checker software. So we were looking into that, and then November of 2022, ChatGPT dropped, and ever since then, there hasn't been a single day where I haven't heard the word AI. It's so brain dead. It's tiring. I mean, anyway. Sid said you should make muscle like we just saw. You would look like Hrithik Roshan, really. Thanks, Cedar account. But right now, I am going through this situation, this tummy fat situation. I have really lost some muscle, I think, that I used to have, given this turmoil that I had to go through. So right now, I'm creating a SaaS product off stream. I won't be doing it on stream. I'm sorry. So after that, yeah, I'll hope to make some money, and I'll get back to the gym. Hey Pranav, ये सब मिलके हमें होतिया बना रहे हैं सब. और yeah, I mean, obviously. About the Smart India Hackathon, I was in a team before, but they didn't give me access to repository. Power Tripping 101 led them recently, and now they claim they kicked me out and did not work. Sure, Kisiani Billi Khamba Noche, yeah. There's a company called Granular. Their product is generative AI for taking notes of meeting, and now they have a valuation of 250 million. Make your tummy as handstand. Make your tummy as handstand. What the fuck? What does that mean? 250 million for a notes taking app. I mean, like LA and California and the whole US it is that crazy. You can make an AI powered to do app, and hopefully you can raise 500 million. You don't know what's possible these days, like really. Notes of meeting. I have dealt with these notes taking app. So you're telling me that if a meeting lasts for 1 hour, then all that gibberish that your team manager and everybody talked will be noted down in a note, and then you're gonna spend another hour just reading all of it. There has to be some practicality over these products. I don't know how they do it. I mean, you really have to learn how to bullshit your way into raising 500 million, isn't it? 250 million, I'm sorry.
understand.
I just wonder, I just wonder how much this benchmarks about math, coding, human solving, etc. really matter to normal people, and not all people will use it for things, right? I mean, it means nothing for us. So I don't know. Like, this is such a confusing market, right? These people are throwing so much technical jargon at us, the common people, the stupid people, as if that they assume that we know everything. We don't. We just look at graphs, we just look at numbers, and we just assume that, yeah, this is the best. I'm pretty sure most of you don't even know what the tests are, what the benchmarks are, what do they test for, how do they test, how is the judgment even made. You don't know that because you never cared. Nobody cared to tell you and everything. When will the AI bubble burst and market will get stable according to your prediction? Give it 4 years, 5 years. Yeah, 4 5 years it will take. Because that is enough time for the investors to realize that it was indeed a bubble and their money is wasted now. Yeah. How do you stay self motivated, disciplined in freelance? I like the idea of not starving to death. So, yeah, that's how. One of my friend who is doing BTech is participating in building a platform where they list government schemes. I was like, what's the point? They list government schemes. Might be helpful for some aggregator or whatever. I don't know. I don't understand. How come some people have no morals? This girl has just generated the entire code base from ChatGPT and said it's not comfortable sharing access to the project now. Like, what the fuck? Then you copy her prompts and make the project yourself, man. Anyway, let's continue.
And how this AI stuff works at a low level with Brilliant, the small
Oh, shut up. Every video this guy he has to make with a sponsor. By the way, do you know, I received another email about a sponsorship. This time it was a niche AI app. Do you know how much they were offering me? $4 for an integrated video. And if I wanted to make a whole ass video dedicated to their product, do you know what my fees was? 13 USD, $13. I looked at it and I laughed so much. I was like, yeah, this is a apt sponsorship for me. Like, given that I have 19,000 subscribers, like, this is the kind of money I can hope to make through sponsorships. And do you know what though? I can make a calculation that, let's say that if Code with Harry, somebody with 7 million subscribers, does a, let's say, Zoho email integration in his video, do you know how much he's making from that sponsorship? He's making like 50,000, 70,000 rupees from that one sponsorship. Like, it doesn't convert that well. Like, huge numbers don't mean that you're gonna get huge payouts. For me, 19,000, I'm getting $4 for a 30-second segment on my video. Now you do the calculation for 7 million and you can equate probably how much Code with Harry is making. Replacing people with AI is not going well. Like, who would have thought? Do you know what though? I will throw another prediction in the mix. When eventually companies will realize that AI is now dog shit at doing tasks, the complete data sets are completely rotted now. Do you know what they will do? They will again blame the software engineers. They will be like, this is a conspiracy theory. This is done on purpose. This is done for protecting the jobs of software engineers. Ultimately, management and the investor and everybody, company CEOs, will point fingers at the software developers being like, you did this. Why didn't you make a better system that could protect itself and all that? I still don't understand what that means. Make your tummy as handstand, bro. I'll pay you $15,000 if you to help you find a tech job. What? This is the story about I'll kill you part I told you 2 weeks ago. I can't really remember. The best and the worst zombie game ever made. Like, this is a, yeah, Dying Light. I want to watch
Brought
this.
to you by Squarespace. I don't think it's a hot take to say that Dying Light is one of the most atmospheric, well-designed, and downright terrifying open-world zombie games ever.
Yes, it is. I'll completely attest to that. In Dying Light, there is a segment of the game where it is like day and night cycle. And when the night time is about to arrive, there is a huge announcement across the city that everybody should get into their zones. And it is nighttime, good night, and good luck. That good night and good luck speech sent shivers down my spine each time. I was super scared of what's gonna happen now. And each time this game threw night missions at me, I'm like, fuck this. Why are you making me go out at night where there are like, what is it, sprawlers, runners? Uh, you can play horror games in midnight streams. And like Dying Light is a horror game technically, but it's not a horror game. It's more like a thriller adventure game, isn't it? Do you know anything about the role Gen AI intern? I don't even know what that intern does, honestly. Gen AI intern. I have no idea what that means. Um, in the last interns meet, at the end next day on Monday, I was close to getting suspended. Why? What happened? This is how come you are not using AI to help you create content faster and more efficiently? First of all, those AI tools are not free. Second of all, the assets and the photos that I can generate through those AI tools, let's say ChatGPT or whatever, they are not good enough to be used in videos. I'm better off going to Google Images and finding the image that I want. And I'm better off going to social media trending sounds that I can use in my video. But at the end of the day, the video should have me, right? And I'm not Varun Maya. I'm not selling my likeness to an AI bot, being like, just take this news headline and make a short video of me. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. So it is quite an illusion that you think that just because you're using AI, you can create whatever you want. Thing is, when these faulty tools are getting used in big YouTuber videos like Mohak Mangal or Dhruv Rathi or whatever, or whoever, you can actually spot those tools getting used, can't you? When they are narrating a story or whatever, and then they show you a little bit motion pictures or something, but they put a disclaimer on the top right saying generated by AI. And you can see that these tools are not that good in producing output. First of all, nothing is free. Like that is the worst problem I have. Nothing is free. No AI slop. Yeah, I'm not gonna go down that path. Gen AI basically wants you to integrate LLMs and other models to your code base via custom APIs. Oh, go fuck yourself. Seriously? Oh, the only game that scared me was Dying Light. You should play the Dying Light the Beast. Oh,
Ever
yeah.
made. Which is something I would never have expected myself to say, based on the game's whole selling point being, what if Mirror's Edge had zombies in it? Yet every time I boot it up and hear that opening theme, I get hit with a wave of nostalgia and know I'm in for a good time, free running across the slums of Iran and drop-kicking zombies into a completely different reality. Dying Light at this point is seen as kind of a cult classic. It's recently hit 10 years old, which makes me feel like
Hey Rakesh Bhai, welcome. You retracted your message. I missed out on reading it, but I'm gonna watch the stream back to see what you said. Your take on Sora 2. I haven't seen the app Sora 2, but it makes so much sense that OpenAI would release an app like that. They are desperate in need of profit. First of all, let me see if I can pull up Sora 2 app details somewhere. Sora 2 is here. So what is the pricing on this? Is it like a subscription covered, like one account for everything kind of app, where you log in with your existing OpenAI account and it just surely like Sora 2. Sora. So extended access to Sora 1 video generation, limited access to Sora video generation. Where is Sora 2? What is the cost? First of all, I also hear that this is invite only, that you can't download the app by yourself. I wonder why that is. Why is it invite only? So we can't make a close to real video of ourselves by feeding them our photos and videos. Was it just a myth? No, it was not a myth. You can make it, but I'm not gonna go down that route. No, I'm not gonna sell my likeness. Sora by OpenAI. It is free. Uh, Turns out they paid to make a video, 250 million just to make a video model. Meta release also released a new VidGen platform a day before Sora 2. Like, who's using these tools? Like, really, I want to ask. Other than just taking subpar, like amateur level videos and forcefully injecting it in your YouTube video just to show everybody that you are AI friendly or whatever. Like, who else is using it? I don't understand. Like, creators, I see creators using Sora too. You know that thing where your attention, like brain rot attention because of TikTok has affected you so much that every stream or every video that you watch, you need slides changing something. Something has to move, something like jingling keys kind of syndrome. It is helpful for that. You can just throw in random b-roll footage of a mountain, a river, or something like that, and you can just put that in your video so that the dopamine, it keeps hitting your head. I see that there is potential to that, but Sora 2 is trying to appeal to everybody, and that's the problem. Not everybody can derive value from it. I don't think so. No. People still like the idea of pointing the selfie camera at themselves and clicking photo of and uploading to Instagram or whatever. I mean, anyway, I'm super confused about Sora 2. What are they trying to do? Like, really? My college professors. What are you saying, Abhijit? Seriously though, nowadays kid watches a lot of AI slop YouTube channel with tens of millions of views by posting AI slops. Actually, YouTube has cracked down on the monetization of those AI videos. And you may have noticed that those videos have kind of disappeared from the timelines, the recommendations, isn't it? So, good move by YouTube, obviously. Yeah. A prompt should not be the barrier to get monetized on YouTube, like honestly. I think so. Is there a video editing AI that bypasses the time one has to put in learning editing software? No, 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 no. Become a YouTuber yourself. Try to put out on a computer what you have right here, and then you'll know that it's not that easy that you can just throw AI tools at it. Just tell it what you want it to do and you just get the output. No, it's not that easy. No. AI can't even compete with stock footage. They use video generator AIs. Oh, your college professor, they use it. Oh, okay. So PowerPoint presentations, right? I can see potential there, but it's only one time, isn't it? Because professors have a habit of saving these slides and then using it next year and then next year and then next year. So where's the recurring revenue for a business? Its education sector is really tricky to break into and extract money each year from colleges or whatever, other than just forcing everybody to use your AI tool in the name of keeping up with the times. I don't see a potential for making money. AI can't even compete with stock footage because just fillers anyway. Investing this much making a subpar stock footage generator, lol. See, told you. The Myntra ad on TV is AI generated. I haven't seen that ad. I hope I see that tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see. What do you think about Neuralink? Do you think it's a hype or brain implants hold some future? For disabled people, 100% Neuralink can be helpful if they want to play games or operate a computer or something like that. Yeah, Neuralink can work. I mean, partially Stephen Hawking, you can say, had a Neuralink, right? Like reading jaw muscle movements and then converting them into computer signals. That was one thing. So even taking away that dependency of moving your jaw muscles to just straight up planting it in your head, I can see the potential. For mass audience, no, not really. Like imagine you're just living your life and you are driving a bike outside and then suddenly an ad pops up in your vision and you get into an accident because of it, or somebody hacked the Neuralink chip in your head. Like imagine the kind of havoc somebody can wreak on everybody. Like somebody can induce drug feelings, like the high of drugs. Somebody can induce psychosis, medical comas. Like it can be anything really. The brain, we don't really understand how it really works. We know where the speech is, we know where the sight is, we know where the functions are, but how is it connected? How does one portion of the brain communicate to the other? Like the internal details of the brain, we don't know. Somebody can very easily kill you with Neuralink if they wanted to. What are you laughing at, Nikhil? And Rakesh bhai, where did you go? Where did you go? You retracted your message and then you went away? Read the title and decide whether you want to watch it or not. The best and worst zombie game ever made. This one? Oh,
I wanted to make this video today because
why it's impossible to manufacture in America? I don't know. The first world country, like high cost, high rent, high everything. All that work for the scrubber to cost $75 was a great punchline. I manage a data center. The US manufactures server cabinet. The long half-life of America made, but when the steel and aluminum tariffs went into effect, they increased their prices. I called the sales rep dealt with us point blank. The metal was not US made. Global economy after World War II just to do just this, and we are mad at the system that we created. Not right now, bro. I don't want to watch right now. Maybe tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow. India got its first LGM on Code Forces. Your views? Good for us, man. Good for us. Hey, very creative name, 0001. You just retracted your message. Missed it. How to stop corn addiction? I'm tired of dealing with it. Bro, you have bigger problem. Like, why are you even asking me? I'm not a health expert. How old are you, Amit Kumar? I assume you are like 17, 19? Nah, less than 19 years old. Have you debloated your OS? Have you cleaned and repasted CPU and GPU with liquid metal thermal paste? Wow, what a question. Debloated my operating system. I can tell you that I have disabled any type of taskbar widget that Windows tried to enforce on us, like whether it's a weather widget or like a slider news widget or whatever. I have always disabled it. 20. See, I knew it. Yeah, 19 to main hu. Why are you sad about it for being 19? Anyway, so debloated my OS that way. This is a laptop, so everything came pre-installed. Like, no, I haven't touched it. Hey, Picasso Capture. But what is an LGM? CF, I know it means Code Forces. 20. Are you on Windows 10 or 11? 10. Windows 10. Obviously. I think Windows 10 is better than Windows 11. Windows 11, I don't know what it is anymore. Like, I don't even understand Windows 11. Is it supposed to be for PCs? Is it supposed to be for handhelds? Is it supposed to be for mobile phones? I don't even know. For tablets? What is it? Windows 10 at least makes me feel like, yeah, this is a PC OS. Out of the blue question, but how do I manage environmental variables for a project like it's a multi-service application? I'm running a container for Postgres, vector, and etc. In that case, if I had to have multiple, you need to have one source of truth. That's what the environment variable is for, right? I would take the Postgres database, create a table in it, and that would be my env. Because let's face it, the production database only deals with production code, right? You're not dealing with production database from your local host system now, are you? So that's what the separation is. You can technically change the entry of app env in your env file to production, and you can run it in production mode, but you don't do that, do you? So that's what I would do. If I had multiple services and there had to be one single source of truth, I would make it the database. I would do it that way. No further supports for you then, Windows 10. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. Legendary Grandmaster, he's the first in India and still in second year at IGKP. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard about that news. Good for that guy, I would say. Good for him. Windows 10 is pretty good. 11 is very shit. See, told you, you are saved. I had to disable recall, take screenshot. 75 gigs of space. Oh my, 25 gigabytes. Remove Copilot. Remove there some other small pre-installed apps. Like that is crazy, bro. That is crazy. How do man, these years flew by so quick. I remember thinking there's 4 5 years left for Windows 10, but here we are. See, I told you, same thing, Windows 10. Yeah, it does feel like Windows 8 was just yesterday. What about Windows 7? I heard it's better than 8, now 10 better than 11. Actually, Windows 7 and Windows 8 are in different league of competition, and Windows 10 and 11 are in different league of competition. Like you can't compare Windows 10 with Windows 7. These are two different categories, like different era, different leagues, I would say. But if I had to pick between Windows 7 and Windows 10, I would still pick 10. I think it is better than 7. Although 7 has such a nostalgia factor, man. Like the most nostalgia for any OS that I have is Windows XP. Windows XP was like the goat for me. Like it was a joy to use your computer. It actually felt like a personalized system made just for you. But that spark has lost. Like everything is so corporate now. All these tiles and same everything. It just seems corporate. It doesn't have a personality anymore. I have a 12 core 24 thread processor. Windows 11 still manages to lag. That is crazy, bro. I have like 16 core processor, I think. Why do you still use Windows over Linux if you're tech savvy? I'm not tech savvy. I'm using a smartphone for my webcam. I'm using Windows 10 because I want to game. Gaming is very important for me. And because of that one reason, I'm using Windows. I'm not using Windows 11. I'm on 10 because it still supports games. And then I can just make do with development tasks. Like the operating system is not a barrier. Second of all, sound issues. When I install Linux, all sorts of driver problems happen with me. I'm just cursed installing bare metal Linux on this laptop. Just can't do it. Because otherwise the YouTube videos that sound like this,
like a corpse, but despite its age, it still holds up incredibly well by today's standards.
How clear the sound is in Windows, it won't be this clear in Linux. Any distro of Linux, Ubuntu and Fedora, I have tried bare metal installation. Didn't work. It just didn't. I can only tolerate Windows 7 Linux user. Yeah, Windows 7 is it's a different league. What about Windows 7? Screen recording on Linux can take 10 years experience. 10 plus years of experience. Screen recording on Linux can take 10 plus year of. Microsoft plane is headed towards a mountain and AI just creating. Microsoft plane is headed towards a mountain and AI just increase the speed of it. What does that mean? How much YouTube Premium cost? Why not Brave? This is Brave. What the hell, bro? Right here. This is Brave. Right here. Other Brave profiles. He is using Brave. Yeah, YouTube Premium because I want to listen to music ad-free while I'm at the gym. That's why.
Well, mostly. Still, when the game was announced, I think a lot of people wrote it off as another dumb zombie game to throw on top of a very large pile of dumb zombie games. I mean, it was the early 2010s after all. No one expected this game to be a success when the market was already so oversaturated. Yet here I am, an old man, talking about why Dying Light...
Do you know what though? Gaming industry is one of those industries where everybody has a place. It doesn't matter that you are creating the 25th first person shooter game, you can have a place for yourself. All you need to do is find a little bit of storytelling, a little bit of personality in your game, and you can make a name for yourself. Like this guy just said, market was oversaturated and yet they were successful, because this is what the gaming industry is. And you know what though, another thing about gaming industry, it is the one industry where people are having money, stacks of money in their hands, ready to throw it at companies, being like, I want to pay you money, just give me entertainment. And then gaming companies are like, nah, we just want to push our woke agenda. That's what this industry is. If Microsoft was a plane, it is heading to a mountain to get destroyed, and AI just think, okay, I see. Gaming industry, seriously, people are having stacks of money in their hands, just ready to throw at companies in exchange for entertainment. And then gaming companies are like, nah, we're not going to do that. Let's create another 5-person Concord shooter slop and just hope to make money off of that. And have you heard about this Xbox Game Pass price increase? Right here. Not much of a COD fan, I guess. I don't really play video games. What do you mean, woke games? 30%, $30 per month of premium. Yep. In India, prices like 50 games on Xbox console, PC, and supported devices for 500 rupees a month. Not worth it, I would say. It's not worth it. For a full year of 500 rupees a month, I reckon that you can buy like 10 games and you can keep them. I mean, quotes on quotes, keep them. Premium is like $6.99 a month. Ultimate is 1400 a month. 400 plus games. Why is it 400 plus games and not all games on the Game Pass? Why is it difficult to become a game developer? Because it is spaghettified, the whole industry. People are using Unreal Engine 5 when they don't know what the fuck it is. So they end up creating... Software development is a little bit too fast in game development. The time required to learn it is actually decades you have to spend in game development if you want to learn it properly and you want to create optimized games. But capitalism doesn't allow for that. It's like, make it as quickly as possible in under budget, as less budget as possible, and we hope to make as much money as possible. This is why so many games come out and they're not successful. And as a result, the whole industry suffers because of it. And people don't want to spend that much time learning game development anyway. Crack developers who could have made very good game developers, they just think, why not do big tech job? Like get that 200K a year salary in Microsoft or Google or whatever, and they are set, the retirement mentality. So they are not here to optimize things for us. And as a result, subpar developers do what they do. Yeah, here we are, unoptimized and laggy games. Oh, hey, exploring English. Ultimate was $8.99 before, now $13.89. Damn, that is brutal. Unless you are an indie developer, game dev isn't much profitable. Oh yeah, the marketing, the ad spend, yeah, that is like selling things. Yeah, marketing is crazy expensive when it comes to games. Kind of surprised how Silksong made it. Being an indie studio, yeah. Isn't software as a whole saturated at this point? As a whole, no. Just web dev, I feel like. Web dev, app dev, a little bit of operating system apps. Yeah. Game development is not saturated. 100% it is not. Because the industry still hires for developers in game dev. Embedded systems, yeah. There are 3 or 4 sectors I can think of. Other than that, yeah, game dev is too saturated. I don't think so. No, I disagree with that. Steam regional pricing is better for Indians. Steam, they have such a good strategy. Do nothing and just win. You just wait for other companies to shoot themselves in the foot and you just win doing nothing. It's crazy. Hey, CPP hin, C++ ka deewana.
stands head and shoulders
Game dev pays less and hectic works. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The micromanagement. Micromanagement in game dev is absolutely batshit insane. People who love games and get into this domain to hopefully create good games, they get overworked to the point where they have to themselves. Real story.
above so many other games, and why it still gives me crippling anxiety whenever I hear that fucking alarm. Anyway, who wants to play Dead Island? Dead Island was a zombie game which came out in 2011, and known as Techland. See, prior to making Dead Island, Techland was mostly known for the call, along with wanting to create a AAA game with a much more serious
Why is he talking about
make websites. Who decided to take a chance on this new zombie.
Hi there.
Dear India, I think you can do better than cloud computers. What the hell? What does he mean? I need to watch this?
You probably don't know me. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't, but I heard about this plan to roll out more cloud computing, and I thought I'd offer a little free advice. Hey there, this very special episode of Some Gadget Guy is brought to you by...
Sid the IT guy watching a video of Gadget Guy. Some Gadget Guy. Silksong isn't that indie. I guess they had unlimited funding for 8 years. Their previous game was very popular in indie space. Is there any Linux distro like install and you're good to go? Even provide security updates if their bug found and all. I think you're looking at Mint, Linux Mint, or maybe Endeavor OS? Endeavor OS, yeah. Few do software for passion, but most game devs are passionate, hence they accept low wages, I guess. Yep. How long will this stream run? I think another half hour. Then I have to go to sleep. I guess Alma Linux or Locky Linux or even Ubuntu. Yeah, Ubuntu is also a good one. Yeah.
viewers like you, all the people sharing content across social media, and the incredible generosity of my patrons at patreon.com/somegadgetguy. More info on those awesome nerds later in the video. I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, aka Some Gadget Guy. I live in the United States, but my favorite phones are the ones sold internationally. I've tried to stop being a brand fan, and these days, I mainly care about good competition, which we're solely lacking here in my home country these days. I recently got to visit your country, and I was very impressed with the solutions consumers are using, how India has addressed issues like making payment services more accessible. It was a small glimpse into a world of practical tech, and interesting to see how mobile-first tools were being utilized at scale, how folks can meet their daily tech needs with phones first. And that's a primary method of interacting online for a large chunk of the population. Like I said, I was very impressed. Now, a couple weeks back on my podcast, I covered a story where a plan was mentioned to bring more people online by bundling cloud computing with cable TV subscriptions. You start with a cable TV box and you add a keyboard and a mouse, and that connects to a remote server which runs a PC-like experience. I covered the story on the podcast, and then I tried to let it go, but it's just kind of been eating at the back of my brain since talking about it. I'm a little worried. I think
Geo Platforms, a digital arm of Indian conglomerate Reliance Industries, they're gonna entitify this domain as well, aren't they? Like, I really lost hope on Geo ever since they have gotten rid of that 1 gigabyte per day mobile plan. I don't know how many of you use Geo services or whatever, but the cheapest one that you can buy right now is 299 rupees per month. It gets you 1.5 gigabyte of data per day. The 1 gigabyte per day plan gone, just like that. Before you go, are there any vids coming for Hacktoberfest? It would really help if you do one tutorial. I would give you a tutorial on how to raise pull request. Just fix spelling mistakes and I'll teach you how to do it. Let's take the image of Indian FOSS devs and just slam it into the ground this time. Like, let's even go further than the last year incident. Thank you guys. I watched this video. It's taking Geo's idea of turning set-top box into cloud computer too seriously, assuming that it will work. Turning set-top box into a cloud computer. So like I can host website on my set-top box?
This sounds like a bad idea.
Steam does a lot in backend. When Epic came as Steam competitor, Steam made their game policy lenient and invested a lot in the support service. Would you do Advent of Code this year? Nope, I'm not that guy.
I hope you'll avoid some of the traps our consumers have fallen into here in the United States. On the surface, it sounds nice, where we can count on TV service, we add the servers and infrastructure to fulfill some computing use, and underserved communities hopefully get a jump start online. And I fear that the end result could be leveraged to exploit the more vulnerable folks who need these tools. The basics of technology like this are sound. You're just using the cable TV connection to move images back and forth. The user types or moves a mouse, and that signal is sent to a remote computer, and the remote computer returns the image of a character being typed or the mouse cursor moving around your screen. Here in the USA, where we have good data, we've been doing stuff like that to play games. And it matters a lot that the send and receive round trip can be done fast enough for someone to play a game from a server that's actually doing the work a distance away. So surely the demands of people getting started in cloud computing couldn't be as precious as gaming, right? Taking a TV signal and piggybacking an interactive experience on that same infrastructure is still a challenge. If this succeeds at any kind of scale, it'll need a lot of investment to drive the virtual computers for each user. Then if they're...
By the way, how come you are not gunning for a foreign country job? Do you really think I'm not doing that? Like just because I'm on this live stream that you're thinking that I'm just chilling out in my home? Come on, man. Now, no, you can control Geo's VM for your set-top box. Oh. Okay. I'm still not entirely sure like what is supposed to be like going on here. I guess turning set-top box into a cloud computer means the set-top box provides an account using which we can connect to a cloud computer elsewhere. But why would you want to do that though?
there's a service or power interruption, all those people lose access to their PC. So it'll take a while for those systems to deliver the consistency people will trust and depend on. And then anything used in a system like this is going to be subject to changing market conditions. Does your television access get more expensive? Well, so does
Yeah, it will get expensive, 100%.
your PC. You've leased your PC, so if you need to cancel a broadband plan, then all the money you've paid into that PC just evaporates. You don't really get anything for spending that much money. You're leasing it. Will the terms of service change on selling consumer data? Well, then your usage on a cloud PC might be more susceptible to changes in privacy or political policies. As the user depends on the system more, they'll likely need to invest in more complementary services like cloud storage. My fear is, and I don't think this is unreasonable, but the more successful a plan like this is, the more expensive it will get for the people who most needed a good, inexpensive computer.
Bro, Dev, I assume that you are Sayush. You have no idea how greedy investors are. If they can make a single dollar of profit, they will absolutely roll this out. And given a company like Reliance is trying to do this, who have like figuratively infinite money, they can roll this out. 100% they will do that. And the point that he just mentioned, that you're gonna lose all that money if you cancel your broadband plan or your set-top box with Jio, then all that money you're not getting back. I think this is one of the core reasons that this will get implemented. Everything is a subscription. As long as you can sell a subscription, you will have a product like that. Whether people will use it is a question that I'm having. I suck at explaining. Mascotter guy is right. Is just an investor submit idea. Sell a course if your morality allows. Nope. Sorry, Rohan. No, my morality won't allow for that. No, sorry. Sorry for the off question. How hard is it to get job as a full stack developer with a BCom degree? I mean, where should be the starting point for job hunting? Starting point for job hunting should be LinkedIn and Upwork, maybe. Full stack developer, huh? So just search for portals like Indeed, Cutshort, Total IT Jobs. Was it Remote IT Jobs? Remote IT Jobs, yeah. These should be your go-to. Naukri.com, Monster, yeah. These should be your platforms. Dude, my name is Dev. Okay. Sayush came to the stream like for 5 minutes and he disappeared. I guess you are getting experience of full computer for less price. You will like VM setup box. No, I just didn't know you were already trying. Okay.
USA, if I hold up pictures of cars and trucks, we're
It's all right, Sidesh.
generally aware of basic vehicle ideas, which vehicle is more powerful, which vehicle gets better gas mileage, which vehicle is fastest. But if I hold up pictures of laptops, tablets, or phones, we have no general skill at classifying different gadgets. We Americans think we're tech savvy because we use computers and phones all day. We don't really understand them that well. And we very regularly fall prey to this idea of tech elitism. Just looking through my comments right now, if I expect a phone to do more, someone's gonna complain down in my comments that that's unrealistic. And if someone wants to do a laptop-y thing on their cell phone, well, why would they use their phone? They would just use their laptop. Don't we all own multiple computers that all kinda are capable of doing the same basic things? A phone does phone things, and a tablet does tablet things, and a laptop does laptop things. We've been hammering this point in marketing, and marketing is what serves as the bulk of consumer education and technology here.
Yes.
Why would someone use a phone to do that? If we had better support for that idea, you wouldn't need to own multiple computers. So I think India has a wonderful and a unique opportunity here. What would I do instead of using a cloud computer? I would take the phone that's already the cornerstone product for most Indian consumers, and I would plug that into a TV. Instead of a cable box, I would use an inexpensive laptop hub to add a keyboard, mouse, extra storage, and Ethernet connection. On the go, it's my phone. At home, it's my computer. What we need to do is start educating consumers on the little hardware differences that will enable that kind of feature, that kind.
Are you in for this this idea? Isn't it just adding clutter to your drawer, to your tech gadgets drawer, connecting your phone to your TV? First of all, I don't think that people watch TV or use TV that much anyway. Like, you have to have really backward thinking kind of I'm not insulting your parents or relatives, but I'm saying that people who have been hooked for TV for so long that they don't see a way out of it, only those people are still hooked to the TV. Otherwise, whoever else has decided that this is the kind of screen that is very personalized to them, they're gonna stick to this small screen, just this close to their face, isn't it? They would rather have that rather than taking this gadget and plugging it into the TV and just creating more noise pollution, isn't it? This is why this product idea will not work. People already have found their peace with this right here. You tried Toptal. Yeah, I did. Do you remember the quote? If you can't do a job, you can become a teacher, and you can't teach you become a consultant. Now, this is a top 10 consultant moment. No, I think me selling a course would be a signal that my dev career is over, that I don't think I can progress anymore as a developer. And at 8 years timestamp, I don't wish to sell courses. Maybe like 20 years I will spend in the industry, and then for a lifetime retirement plan, I would come out with a course and be like, please buy this so I can keep paying my bills after 20 years of experience. But at 8 years, no, I'm not going to do that. Got any offer from there then? Nope. I just as much get ignored as you guys. Don't worry. Anyhow, China will hop onto this type of market, and then you know what will happen. You think China haven't thought about it? Maybe they tried and failed, maybe. The only reason that I think you would fail at this is because the clutter. People don't want to manage multiple devices. They want to come home, they want to get on the sofa, and they want to stick their phone in their faces just like this, and they just want to look at it. Nobody wants to go through the hassle of connecting their phone to the TV just because they can, right? This might work for India because PC gamers are less, PC users are way less. Almost 90% of my friends don't have and never had a PC. They bought laptop to college or during college. So why would it work for them? I don't understand. Most of Indians use internet, just consume content like serial videos, social media. So I guess phone is enough. Yeah, that's the problem. You're watching a lot of dog shorts. I mean, what else the internet was made for, bro? Cat videos and dog videos, of course. Every now and then I fall into this rabbit hole of watching golden retriever dog videos or cat funny moments and all that. Yeah. Pied Piper concept. Yeah. How to target job search as fresher as full stack developer? Just joined. Hey Ayush. Same things like I said. LinkedIn should be your starting point, and then cut short, Naukri, Monster, Toptal. Yeah. Using your phone as PC means you don't have phone in meanwhile. Oh yeah, that's another thing. let's say you have connected your phone to your TV and you receive a phone call. What do? Your TV is blasting your phone ringtone everywhere in the house. That is such a nuisance, isn't it? Also, of course, pirated free games. What? Why are lead code style questions will still relevant in interviews? I know DSA is pretty important because lead code is lead code at the end of the day. It is still the one standard that the industry agrees on using. Recruiting is already broken. It was already broken even before AI. And now AI has broken the hiring even more. Like, what are we talking about? LinkedIn isn't doing shit about fake job postings. Oh yeah, nobody is. Nobody is. Because you can hang up posters in the real world and nobody's calling you out on it, right? So why would LinkedIn even care about that? All that they care is more engagement on the platform. That's it. Government laptops created many devs, video editor, designers, not phones. Ooh, that is a hot take. That is a hot take. Can you hope to make more designers, video editors, and PC tech savvy users through this technology? No. Because first you pay for the phone, then you pay for the TV, and then you pay for whatever this device is. That is supposed to act as a bridge between your computer, between your TV's display and your phone's processing power. First of all, I don't even think that phones are that powerful just yet. Samsung Galaxy devices would have you believe that you can use Samsung DeX, but surely it is nerfed. It is not the same as running AMD Ryzen 9 5800HX processor. Recruiting was until MBS came in. Yeah. Hot take point made.
Kind of functionality. I think this is a rich opportunity to drive the next 500 million people getting online towards devices that can fulfill multiple roles. To help teach people they don't need to keep overlap buying the same computing power. Manufacturers have already squeezed the mid-range phone market to eliminate competitive features like the ability to send a video signal out of a USB port. And there are only a handful of Android manufacturers that support a more PC-like alternative view when you plug a phone into a TV or a monitor. I feel Indians as a society could start putting the pressure on manufacturers to change that in ways that Americans have just given up. Like I said, here in the
He is so optimistic about Indians, as if like it took me so long to understand what this guy really means. Imagine the common public, how long it will take them to understand what this guy is advocating for. I mean, it is good intentions, no doubt, but you can't explain this to Indians that easily, can you? I can't even accept paying for Amazon Prime and they're asking to rent a movie. Wow. Hot take. I don't think you can survive as being average in India, especially in tech. That's not a hot take. I mean, that's a dumb take. I'm just gonna call you out on your bullshit. You have no idea how many dumb people are out there masquerading as experienced people in tech. If you watched my video on my betrayal as a software engineer, how I got betrayed by corporate, I told you about Max. What he did was I handed him APIs that he can call from React frontend, maintained by a guy who has 10 years of experience, right? And what he did was not call the API, he just copied the entire thing and duplicated it inside his component. That's how dumb he was. 10 years experience of frontend. Can't even call a freaking API inside the same code base. That is how dumb people are. Some people are in the tech industry. So you have no idea. So this you can't survive? No, I wouldn't call it that. I hired a Vue.js developer who had experience of 2 years. And initially I explained him the work. There was a login module. Do you know what he asked me? That, hey bro, this API returns the bearer token. Where do I save it so I can keep making authenticated API calls? I was in such disbelief hearing that question. It made me like throw my chair at my laptop. It enraged me so much. There's this guy with 2 years of Vue.js experience asking me what a bearer token is and where should I save it. That is how dumb some people are. You have no idea, bro. You have no idea. You haven't met these dumb people that make you think, how the fuck did they survive in the tech industry for this long? That's what the reality is. Max did have insane manipulation skills though. Yeah, he did. He did. Why did you put if statement in a single line? Your average weekly code reviews. Yeah. Might sound harsh, but we first have to take Indians better computer, then we have to teach Indians what a computer is. What is a computer than this? Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. We need something like our own Raspberry Pi if we want to teach people computing. Oh, Raspberry Pi.
In the USA,
Okay.
we act like everyone is so prosperous that we all own multiple computers that are equally powerful and each does slightly different things based on the shape of the computer. Phone does phone things, tablet does tablet things, laptop does laptop things. Unlike cars and trucks, Americans don't understand computer performance or that this is as powerful as this, which is actually more powerful than this. Sadly, too many Americans overbuy tech because it becomes a status device. It makes them feel good, they spent a lot of money, and a lot of Americans could be
And this is why Apple has such a monopoly.
spending less to buy gadgets that better solve specific problems in their households, but we aren't educating consumers on those foundational differences. A couple years back, during the pandemic, I saw many people around us in affluent suburbs
Do you know, I'm going to throw a hot take here for tech companies, for mobile phone companies. They don't want to teach people. Instead, they want to make their devices as status symbols. You just know when somebody pulls out a Samsung Galaxy Fold, you just know that that person has a lot of money. You just know that when somebody pulls out a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra or whatever, you just know that they have money. Same thing goes for iPhones. When somebody pulls out a phone that has the Apple logo on the back of it, you just know that they are high status symbols. And that's what every phone company is trying to achieve. And any company that tries to lead with their specifications, it kind of confuses consumers all the time. And this is why companies don't have that incentive of teaching people what components are of phones. If you are tech savvy, you care enough, you will find out on your own. Companies do throw a little bit of tidbit here and there so that you get your curiosity answered. But ultimately, phones and devices and systems are status symbols more than daily drivers or components, isn't it? Are bhai rate. What? You know, Tim Cook is an MBA grad. He don't have the ability to innovate, let alone revolutionize tech. Every company would want Apple-like customers. Status symbols, bro. Status symbols. Just told you.
struggle to get things like PCs and laptops for their families to do remote work or remote school, and how few of them knew if they had an old Samsung, they could have used that phone as a backup computer hooked up to a TV. If they knew about Motorola Ready 4, they could have gotten a device that solved two problems in one purchase. And we should not have these features locked into the most expensive smartphones. The amount of compute power in a mid-range phone should surely compete with whatever you would have access to in a low-cost cloud computer. Many people with smartphones will already own a more powerful computer than what they might lease from a broadband provider. If they could just plug that phone into a TV, they would own the computer they use. They would have local storage to more safely secure and work on their files. Their entertainment and gaming would also get better. We just need to start putting on the pressure. We need to demand that more manufacturers include the slightly more expensive components needed to put video out through a USB port. You don't
No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. There is a problem for companies also. If you push them to do this, then what incentive does anybody have to buy tablets? Because phone companies aren't just selling phones, they are selling multiple products in their lineup. OnePlus sells a tablet, HP sells a tablet. Why am I including HP in the conversation? Nothing, I think, has a tablet also. What else can I think of? Samsung, nothing. Poco phone, not really sure if Poco sells a tablet. Anyway, you get my point, right? Apple has iPad, obviously. If you give people this kind of capability, their tablet market is screwed. And that's why they don't do it. They wouldn't do it. Wow. Yeah, mobile is too dumbed down to create, learn, teach anything tech related. Yeah, I mean Android. Yeah, Android and iOS. Yeah, fair. Also, 520 models of phone don't help people know which is the best value for money without spending like an hour or so. And the kind of hour that people don't have time for. And you would have to actually use your brain to think about the value that you're chasing. Some phone has better camera, some phone has better battery, some phone has 3.5 mm audio jack. You have to prioritize what you want out of a phone. Only then you can come down to what phone you really need. Even Steve Jobs want a tech guy, though he built most of innovative company back then. Okay. Bro, mid-range phone for him is 24,000 rupees phone. For him is, yeah, okay.
Don't need the most powerful phone chips to do this. The phone manufacturers have been reluctant to do that on less expensive devices. Consumers don't know about it. They have not been demanding this kind of feature, and the people who are aware of that benefit, well, they might be less likely to buy multiple gadgets that all do the same thing. I didn't want to be using a bunch of props in this video, but I love trotting this phone out of retirement.
Watching reviews after reviews. Yep, same here, same here. Buying a phone is such a convoluted process. You would have to watch this YouTuber, this review, that review. What about this component? What about that component? And then, oh, look at that. Google Pixel is out there. Then I have to jump to companies. And then it's it's a circle jerk, like really.
This is the LG Velvet from 2020. It was a mid-priced phone, had a mid-range chip, but you could hook it up to a dual display case to make it a foldable dual screen, or you could take the phone out by itself and plug it into another display, and it would fire up a PC-like interface called LG Screen Plus. It had a solid headphone jack for audio files, good cameras, expandable storage, active pen stylus support. This was the last true feature-complete mid-ranger phone sold. It could actually do almost everything, and it wouldn't break the bank. LG wouldn't spend billions on marketing like Samsung or Apple, so no one outside of us tech nerds knew anything about this. I mean, all we care about is the brand label, right? Wouldn't you rather spend more on a phone that does less, but it's more popular? You know, a phone that you see on TV commercials more often. I mean, we've convinced Americans to pay more for less, but there's a
Indians are just as convinced. Just look at iPhone 17 lineup for the first time when Apple was selling iPhone 17s in India. Just look at the stampede that happened. The Indians are just as much brainwashed as anybody else, bro. Don't put us in a different league. We are just as intelligent and just as idiot as anyone else living in the world right now. Half of the reviews are paid by companies. Dude, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates are called thieves. Why did they innovate? Learn tech history for, do you know what is Xerox company? I'm sure you're not telling this to me, Vaikunt. You're telling this to, yeah. Bought phone with the recommendation of a YouTuber. Guess what? There was paid review. Can't trust any YouTuber now. Any YouTuber? Me you can trust. But anyway, I'm still not sold just yet. Haven't sold my soul. This can be a product by a company though. It can be a company, yes. Specializing in making phones that are universally accessible. Yes, it can happen. But will it? No. Because the bigger players won't let you survive. That's the problem.
A huge underserved market in India that could start this ball rolling in earnest. Here in the USA, we genuinely don't know
Yes, clips of anime, I remember. Yeah.
how many people are underserved for broadband. We can't get an accurate count on who does not have access to service and who isn't participating online because they aren't participating online. India is one of the fastest growing markets with a large untapped population, and we're seeing upward mobility. Not only are more people getting online, but more people are buying more expensive devices. The timing for something like this could not be better for India. Google is hedging their bets on Chrome OS.
You got a price tag though, and it's $14 for 30 minutes. I don't know what that means, Dave. His video assumes that America is uncertified, but India isn't. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. India is no different when it comes to consumer practices, bro. You can brainwash an entire country just like that. It's the same as you can do with America. China escaped American capitalism and built their own. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what the point is that you're trying to make. I don't know about Steve Jobs, but Bill Gates has been developing MS-DOS, which solved a lot of problems. Dude, your sponsorship email. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I haven't. First of all, why would I take $14 for 30 minutes, right? Why would I do that? It's just not worth it for me. I'm 500k subscribers probably, but no, not right now. $14. Like I would have to spend like that much time and effort into making a sponsored segment for somebody, and I'm only getting paid like $4. Like fuck you, not gonna do that. Neeraj Walia called you in a live stream. Really? What happened? Bro, chill just now. I mean, I know. I'm just saying. What happened? Clips of anime. I'm really I really want to know what happened. Don't keep me hanging here. Clips of anime. I'm really like getting goosebumps. that my favorite idol called me out in a live stream? What did he say? He interned there and stole the software. He was rich and lucky. Maybe.
They just won a pretty significant court decision on whether they'd have to sell off Chrome, but that still means Android picked up more features that are often found on laptops and desktops. For the first time in years, we've seen an actual improvement to the built-in desktop mode in
He said you are scared of him. Huh? Let me see. Oh man, this is like Easy Live, isn't it? Where he is live, streamed 10 months ago. Building a note-taking app, part 8. So I don't think this is easy. This one? Easy snippet. There is no live streams here. Easy snippet. What is it? Oh. I think this is why I just debunked my average dev theory, lol. But where is it? Live stream. Where is it? Where is it? Do you know one thing that is funny though? Watch this.
इन्होंने मुझे तो मन नहीं कर रहा बिल्कुल भी नाचने का. मुझे तो हो रहा घर जाओ भाई, काम करो घर जाके. ऐसा इतने क्यों खुश हैं ये लोग? एंड देन आई आस्क समवन, नो फर्स्ट ही और शी आस्क्ड मी कि तू ऐसे साइड पे क्यों बैठा था, तू आया क्यों नहीं, एंड तू मतलब
If you have watched my video of me roasting this guy, then you know that he just re-uploaded this video. Last year he posted it. I think even before last year he posted it, and then he's re-uploading it. And it literally says here 6 days ago. When I saw this video, out of nowhere, I just clicked on it and I saw this. I was laughing so much. Like, look at this guy just running out of content ideas and everything. That he has to go back to his channel, dig out a previous video, and then re-upload it with new thumbnail and new title. Dude, how to distinguish between buying a course from any YouTuber? How to identify a scammer selling software dev course? Everyone is a scammer, bro. First of all, everyone is a scammer. Let me show you one thing. Neat Code podcast. Amir, something like Amir Hansen, probably. This guy. Aman Manzir. Yeah. So let me
In this video, I'm going to give you
show you this.
the CEO of Amazon Web
So this is the podcast that he did with NeetCode.io, right? Just look at the last thing.
Listen up. If you're struggling to land an amazing software engineer internship or full-time job, and if you've submitted dozens of applications and you feel like nothing is working, or you just feel like you don't understand the process, I actually run a school for people who want to land great
Land a software engineering job today. $1,876 a year.
software engineering jobs called the Software Engineering Accelerator. And
Oh,
with the
I'm sorry. That was the salary package, $168,000 a year. I'm sorry. So software engineering accelerator, okay.
past year, we've helped dozens of students land incredible jobs and internships at companies like Capital One.
First of all, I need to slow this down. This is speaking too fast.
The past year, we've helped dozens of students land incredible jobs.
We have helped dozens of students. So you are a 74,000 subscriber channel and you've only helped dozens of students. Okay, let's continue.
Jobs and internships at companies like Capital One, Amazon, Google, LinkedIn, Adobe, MongoDB, and the list goes on. And the best part about our program is that we actually guarantee that.
Just look at this. Land your dream job internship 100% guaranteed. How is this guy not getting sued the hell out of him in court? I mean, I just don't get it. 2025, people are so much educated now with courses and everything that they are all selling a lie. And still there are people out there that very confidently put this in the video. And you know, even one more roller coaster that this guy says. Just listen to this.
Outcome. So if you don't get the internship or full-time job you want, you don't pay.
So if you don't land that dream job or internship, you don't pay. Actually, you do pay with your time. You do pay with your hope. It's just like, imagine the kind of breakdown you would go through if a YouTuber like this guy sold you this product or this idea that you can land your dream job or internship, and then you are left alone by yourself, just needing to make ends meet for yourself, you're gonna think to yourself that if this bigger YouTuber couldn't get it done for you, what chance do you have to make it happen for yourself? That's the problem with selling courses. That's the problem with these people that I don't like. So no, I wouldn't say that anybody is legit when it comes to selling courses. And at some degree, everybody is fucked up. Everybody is fucked up on some degree. Even the nicest people, like Arpit Bhayani, even he sells courses for 50,000 rupees. While I still have respect for him, I mean, you have to throw in the job and the, all this. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. No, he doesn't throw that sentiment in. But you can imagine the idea of milking your subscribers and viewers to make as much money as possible in the name of education is just what it is. This Amin Manzir guy said into getting quant dev is a piece of cake. I mean, this guy is delusional out of his fucking mind. Many people admire Neeraj Walia and Harkirat, and I don't understand why. Clips of anime, first of all, you need to send me a link. You need to send me a link. Where did he say that I'm scared of him? Bruvs, you all know what happened to the guy who shot the CEO of an insurance company. Luigi Mangione, right? You are referring to that guy. I'm not sure if he got pardoned or whatever. I'm not sure what happened. See, Mutahar is now up to the rescue. Don't upgrade to Windows 11. Get this instead. I'm not gonna get that instead either. I'm gonna stick with Windows 10. I don't really care. Dude, Harkirat. Hey, Vaikunth. Well, I like tier 2 and tier 3 mentality for buying a product. It's conservative and has some issues, but still is saving our economy. ये स्टोरी इसने पहले भी बोली थी ना. Yep. He re-uploaded. Steve Jobs and Bill Gates bought internship in Xerox and the mouse and keyboard year before Apple did. These type of scams cherry pick the best student without a mentor and just guide them and just scam others. Yep. My favorite engineer. I need to see clips of anime. Don't leave me hanging. Send me a link somewhere on my Discord server. Right here. Here's my Discord. You will find the link in the description box. Just send me a link. I want to see. He said people like you are jealous of him, but I support you, bro. You don't need to tell me what he said about me. I need to listen to it for myself. People sold shovels during the gold rush back then, and now people sell courses. I don't think course sellers are relevant anymore. Have you noticed it? That people, like those advertisements of buying this course and getting a job, no longer appear on YouTube. And people don't make videos about how they are launching a new cohort or launching a new course or whatever, other than Hitesh Chaudhary, of course, and Piyush Garg. But other than that, other YouTubers are now jumping to mainstream tech content. Have you noticed it? I have. I think it's because the job market is so trash that these people have no choice but to pivot. They can't hope to just keep making money on courses anymore. And I think this is why like Harkirat created that college. Because the one thing that the college achieves, the 100x school of devs, whatever, 100x devs school, whatever it was named, it creates lock-in. Lock-in means that for the next 4 years, this student will pay you money, 100% guarantee, and they're not going anywhere. I think this is why Harkirat did this. Cohorts and courses you can sell only one time. But once you lock somebody in for your college course, for the next 4 years, money is guaranteed for you. And as long as India has this mentality that you have to go to a top college or the most popular college in order to land a job, he will absolutely capitalize on that. All I said, hopping off, nice stream. Yeah, thanks, man. I don't have Discord. Hitesh Chaudhary Python is good on YouTube. Some courses provide genuine value though. Maybe. Luigi was a serious tournament at DSA made him psychopath. I don't know about that. You're not doing MBA said. I know how relevant they are. No, I mean tech courses, bro. Tech courses. They are not seen anywhere now. But send it somewhere. Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. You will find the link, clips of anime. Send me a link. I want to see so bad. Like from him, what he said. Anyway, I think this is it for tonight. Yeah, I think I'll also go now. If not online courses, how to study then? It's called documentation. It's called studying by yourself. It's called self-study. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Western Gen Z is avoiding colleges. I wonder if they will ever die in India. I think they won't. They won't. Because the idea of being a self-taught engineer has been such an old concept in America now. And it still didn't translate over in India. What can you say? India still has that mentality of going to a college. I'm a business analyst student. It's half tech thing. And here's tech courses. I eat a like daily meal. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Anyway, bye guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Good night. Good night.